Stages of construction. Stage 2. Once the slabs have been poured, the home begins to take shape. In Stage 2, the process is as follows. The first floor is framed, the framing walls are snapped, plated, and detailed, and then braced, plumb, and lined. On two-story homes, floor joists are installed, and the process is repeated on the second floor. The roof trusses are then loaded and rolled, and roof sheeting is completed. The shear inspection follows when all required framing is complete. Over 500 studs are used in the average house today. This is why Marnella Homes is constantly pioneering and testing new manufactured wood products and advanced framing techniques that make more efficient use of wood. We use manufactured truss joints which add to the home's longevity. It's stronger and straighter than traditional solid sawn lumber, and because the wood usually comes from faster-growing plantation trees, it saves old-growth forests. Structure-Wood Edge Gold Subfloor Materials is a proprietary wood-resin combination that stands up to harsh weather conditions. Marnella Homes dries out the interior of the home to less than 18% moisture. This helps our kiln-dried wall studs and other framing lumber to remain straight and true before, during, and after installation. Snap, plate, and detail is when the footprint of the home is snapped out on the slab or framed floor using a chalk line. These lines are used to ensure that the walls are placed square and straight. Framing begins with the installation of the plates. The interior plates are typically anchored with foundation bolts and hold-downs or hardware where required on the engineered plans. Interior plates are typically shot down or nailed down. The term shot down refers to mechanically driving a concrete nail through the plate and into the concrete slab. Once the walls are framed and stood upright, they are plumb and lined. The term plumb means that something is perfectly straight up and down. Plumb and line refers to the process used when bracing the walls of the home. The corners of the home are set plumb. Then a string line is pulled tight from one corner to another along the top of the wall. By sighting down this string, it's easy to push or pull the top of the wall to set it straight. Braces are nailed to hold the walls in place. Roof trusses can then be loaded on single-story plans or floor joists on two-story homes. These braces will remain in place until the roof trusses are up and braced properly and the sheeting is completely nailed off. Floor joists are installed on top of the first floor walls. Once they are rolled and nailed in place, the subfloor is installed. After the subfloor is down, the second floor frame is much like the first. When framing, the roof trusses are loaded by crane. Once the trusses are installed or rolled, the plywood or roof sheeting is then cut and nailed per plan. Proper nailing of roof trusses and sheeting is critical to the structural integrity of today's homes. The outside walls of the framework are sheared or covered with plywood in areas designated by the engineers. Inspections by an independent third party and the governing municipalities are then completed to ensure a nail pattern has been followed to safely secure all materials to their support system. Shear is the terminology used to define the areas of the home which the engineers design to withstand roof and structure weight loads, wind loads, and seismic forces. This design is accomplished through the use of various sheet sizes or thickness of plywood or OSB, which is oriented strand board. Nailing patterns are used for those sheets of wood. In addition, the use of hardware such as metal straps, bolts, and hold-downs are installed according to the plans. A shear inspection is required to ensure that the proper material and hardware was used and has been installed properly in the locations called out per plan. Engineered shear requirements vary within different seismic zones. Areas near fault lines that may be more susceptible to earthquakes typically require far more hold-downs or anchors than those in less susceptible areas. Areas with extremely high wind or snow levels may require additional shear. Sheeting nailed at engineered patterns or schedules are used to provide shear strength. Roof trusses are anchored to these shear panels, which are anchored to bolts on the foundation, creating the shear system designed to resist wind, seismic forces, and transfer the roof and structural weight down to the slab. The exterior doors and windows are also installed at this time. Marnella Homes uses only Milgard Energy Star qualifying, double-pane, low-E vinyl windows. Low-E, low-emissivity glass has a special film coating that reflects long-wave heat energy while passing shorter-wave, visible light. In the winter, radiant heat is reflected back into the house. In the summer, outside heat energy is reflected away from the house. Fiberglass doors are used in the construction of your home. The primary material in the door system is high-impact fiberglass. The front and back panels are compression molded over a strong, lightweight polyurethane core with a natural wood internal frame. It is indistinguishable from a wood door, yet is more affordable, more energy efficient, and easier to maintain. For maximum water and leak protection, FortiFlash is used around all windows and doors for increased weather protection. FortiFlash is a waterproof membrane that delivers lasting protection against water intrusion in the most demanding environmental conditions. Door pans are also installed at rear entry doors. These copper pans prevent wind-driven rain from infiltrating your home. At this stage, your home begins to take shape. Rooms look larger, and you can begin to get a feel for the space. Please keep in mind, crooked studs or framing members will be corrected just prior to installing drywall. Correcting this condition at this time is not practical, as frame lumber will continue to dry and move in the sunlight. It is common practice to repair any areas just before the drywall is hung. Temporary pony walls are often left up for safety reasons. In addition, wood-framed safety rails are installed on any plans with stairs or open lofted areas where a falling hazard could occur. Additionally, to stay on schedule, cabinet delivery and installation is scheduled at this time.